What are we about, Al?
Facts, not fear.
Wow, it's almost like it was written. And providing information to keep you and your loved ones safe. Our love, Dr. Payal Kohli, in like a fuchsia, looking very modern. We definitely need to talk to you right now about hydroxychloroquine. Earlier, we talked about the president's recent admission to taking the drug. He thinks it's keeping him safe from COVID-19. But we also keep hearing that this drug is not safe. So a real doctor's on right now, not Al. Is this safe to take, and will it help you prevent catching the coronavirus?
So a couple things I want to talk about, you guys. First is this safe for the president? And then the second is it safe for the rest of us?
Yeah.
Or what's the message to the general public? So let's start just by reviewing the data real quick. So hydroxychloroquine, we know, doesn't work to treat COVID-19 infection in hospitalized patients. Whether it works to prevent infection is still an unknown, and there's actually trials ongoing that should report out soon. So that's something we just don't know at this point. The FDA last month did issue a warning about possible cardiac arrhythmia that could be fatal, resulting from hydroxychloroquine. So that's kind of the scientific background of the drug. Now let's talk about the president. He's 73 years old. He's borderline obese and actually qualifies based on his numbers and a BMI just above 30, unlike Al, who I don't think is obese at all. He does have coronary calcium, which is a marker of heart disease, and he's also on a medication for cholesterol. So he falls into what we call high risk in terms of how he would do if he contracted COVID. He's also had this possible exposure, but on the other hand, we know he's been tested regularly and has come out negative. So his physician, Dr. Sean Connolly, really weighed all these risks and benefits. And then when you think about the cardiac arrhythmia, we really want to be monitoring the person carefully, and we know the president has access to that. Yeah. So in terms of his personal risk, I think it's a lot lower, but for the rest of us as a public, the science does not prove taking hydroxychloroquine. We don't have the privilege of that careful monitoring, and we just shouldn't be doing it until the science is available.
I think that's a great point. The president can do it because he's so monitored.
Right.
We all can't, and I think that's very important to say. Al, go ahead. Sorry about that.
All right, Doc, I want to talk to you about this possible vaccine that's getting a lot of attention. Quickly fill our viewers in. Yesterday, an American company is working on a coronavirus vaccine, said that all of its test patients are producing antibodies.
Wow.
How good of a news is this, Doc? Please, fingers crossed, say something good.
It's great news, you guys, because these volunteers, 8 volunteers, actually made neutralizing antibodies, so it kind of silenced the virus, that were similar to the levels seen in people who've actually contracted the disease.
Wow.
And this was with low or medium doses of the vaccine. We didn't even need the high dose to do it. So the next step is going to be testing larger groups, testing different age groups, and really figuring out the correct dose. But this is incredibly positive news. I'm really excited about it, and that's why the stock went so high yesterday.
Smart.
Maybe, Doc, you're talking to somebody that bought a lot of shares in that stock, so this might be the last time I talk to you. I'll be talking to you. It'll just be a golden robot talking for me the next time you talk.
Where's Al? Oh, it's just this golden robot. Before we go, it's time for Dr. Kohli, Silver Lining.
Silver liners, y'all.
What do you have for us today?
So today I have some great news about pandas getting it on in the Hong Kong Zoo. So unfortunately, these 2 pandas, whose names are Ying Ying and Lei Lei, the zookeepers at the Hong Kong Zoo have been trying to get them to mate for over 10 years because they're at risk for becoming endangered. But they just haven't been doing it because it's not natural, and they have a lot of visitors, and they're just not getting in the mood. I think they're just dating. I don't think they're committed yet.
They're still aflame. They're still aflame.
And they finally did it. And poor Ying Ying has had miscarriages in the past because they've tried artificial insemination and everything. But natural pregnancy is much more likely to, proceed successfully than artificial insemination. So we're really optimistic that she'll get pregnant, be a mom, and, they can have a happy relationship and a little baby panda coming.
Wow. You can't put pandemic. You can't spell pandemic without panda.
That's right.
That's true.
That work. I was like, please, God.
What time in the morning did you get up to get ready for that? It did not work, Dr. Kohli. Don't be nice.
It didn't really work.
I think it did.
It didn't work. I appreciate that pity laugh. Thank you. Dr. Kohli, thank you for educating us all. You'll be back later this week, and we love seeing you. Someone wrote raspberry sherbet. That's a good name for a color.
Good. Make me hungry.
And me too. All right. If you do have a question about coronavirus you want answered by Dr. Kohli, just write us on social media. You can also email info@dailyblastlive.com. There's no panic, just prevention and precautions. And how about cheers for Yin Yin and Lei Lei?
Yeah.
Huh?
Do pandas smoke?